Yeah, this is gonna be fun. Jordan, if that elicited any sort of response for you, please stick around for the story, okay? Welcome back. I hope you guys are doing amazing. And if not, that's okay, because that's what I'm here for, okay? I hope you guys are doing okay. You know, I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay. My daughter comes home and she tells me about her little friend that she made at school. Oh, that's so nice, mamita. What's his name? Jordan. Ooh, mamita, wait a minute. No, I'm just kidding. But it definitely brought back to mind this story that I'm about to tell you guys. As you're listening to the story, let me know down below if it even sounds familiar, okay? Now, before we get into the story, I want to say a special thank you to my friends over at Raycon for sponsoring today's video's anniversary, and they are coming out with one of my favorite earbuds. Wait a minute, girl. These essential open earbuds change the game. You know why? Because they don't even have to touch the inside of your ear, girl. You know, the cleaning, the Clorox wiping, it has an adaptable, flexible hook design, so you're able to really customize it to the shape of your ear to make sure it's a comfortable fit. These headphones are amazing for you when you want to be able to hear what you need to hear, but you still need to be aware of your surroundings. Moms with your kids, girl, if you need to go take your dog on a walk, or you're going to the grocery store and you still need to be aware of your surroundings. You guys are in the market for headphones that are premium audio. Girl, I love them. I wear them all the time when I go grocery shopping, when I'm cooking for my kids, when I'm working, when I'm editing, and they're just so oh, you can connect to multiple devices at one time. 36-hour battery. Get cute. Is that not so cute? Look. It like proposes to you every time you use them. They're magnetic, so when you put them in, they go into their spot very, very quickly. And look, they have different colors. Definitely check them out. I love Raycon. Happy anniversary over to my friends at Raycon. If you guys are interested in their essential open earbuds, visit buyraycon.com/Nikki Glamour open. That's buyraycon.com/Nikki Glamour open for 30% off of your own essential open earbuds. If you guys have any questions, let me know down below, and I'll have all of the information for Raycon and their open essential earbuds in my description box. Now, without further ado, let's get into this story time. Girl, I was like 21, 22 years old, okay? Very youngums, and 6 or 7 attorneys, only one of which is a woman. All of the others are men. I'm gonna tell you a little something about working in an environment that's predominantly men. And you need to know this, especially coming in, the only woman there. Let me tell you something, they are not your friends. And I start getting to know them, and I noticed that there's a office, it's empty, but it's fully furnished. Like there's a name placard on there, you know, it's clearly somebody's office, but I just never see anybody there. And it's been like over a week at this point that I've been in this position. Get a little information there, I get a little info here, a little info there. And majority of the dudes, you know, my attorneys, I'm gonna call them my attorneys because, you know, I support them. They would stop at my desk. The consensus is that Jordan was like, he's a free spirit, okay? Like he just does whatever. He has a lot of his meetings out of the office. He does a lot of lunch meetings with his clients. You never know when he's gonna be, and he just flies in and out whenever he feels like it. So yeah, good luck with that. And so I'm just like, all right, cool. I was kind of like on a timeline. They are working in industrial sites for oil and gas lines. So we're working on contracts with that, a lot of which are under Jordan's name. And it would behoove me to have a meeting with him. And so hello, hi, and like introduce myself. And I remember my initial email was like an introductory email that, you know, I was onboarded. I'm a new person in the office. It came from my higher up, and, you know, he CC'd on it. You know, hit that reply all button. Hi, Nikki, welcome. And the only person that didn't was Jordan. And okay, I'm not gonna take it personal because that's the rule. We are not here to be their friend. I was all their ass. They thought they're gonna try you and they're gonna see what they can get away with. They're like children. I'm serious. It doesn't change it. I don't care. I don't care how old they are. I don't care how long they've been in the game. I don't care. They ranged from early 30s all the way to their 60s, girlfriend. Literally the same. And I had to come in and, you know, they be trying to chit chat, waste your time. No, sir. We have an agenda right here, okay? Diabolical. how unorganized attorneys are. They are extremely unorganized, and I have yet to meet an attorney that had an iota of organization in them. It is just the way their brain works. This is majority of the time. And keep in mind, I had a lot of experience with attorneys at the courthouse. Same thing, girl, they open their briefcase and it looks crazy. So, you know, I'm telling you, I would walk into their offices, and especially the older dudes, like the older bumper ones. Why do you have literal paper towers on your desk, sir? This was not the first time that I had been in a predominantly male office. I had come from that insurance firm, and I had nothing but male reps that I was helping and that I was aiding. So I already know. You show them a moment of weakness. You show them that they can get you off course, off track. They can talk in circles. They can keep giving you deadlines and like keep kicking the deadline down the road, and that you're just gonna put up with. No, girl, almost a month. I'm emailing Jordan. Keep in mind, I'm getting to know everybody. I'm setting the standard. I'm setting the expectation. I am not here to play. Okay, I like organization. I cannot have everything everywhere. Okay, that's not my process and procedure. I will lose my mind. So very quickly, everyone starts falling in line, and when Nikki asks for something, I expect it, and if you don't give it to me, I'm gonna show up at your doorway, and we're gonna have a meeting first thing in the morning. I'll bring you coffee, and you can't run from me. I am also getting Jordan involved in the email system. So when they receive weekly emails, so do you, sir. Don't really care if you're gonna respond or not, as long as I have documentation that I'm getting a hold of you, because I really don't wanna hear anything. If anything goes awry, or that you don't have help, or you don't have any assistance, or I'm not doing my job, I was very much about covering my ass, okay? Girl, I am sitting behind my desk. It is a very, very cold day. I used to have those cup of soups. Y'all know what those are? You just mix a little water, and I hear the little scanner go off at our door, because you know our suite had a lock on it, and the door opens, and this tall ass, giving very much Vince Vaughn, is walking into my office. And I don't know, girl, I don't know what it is. It's like their head shape, maybe, or it's like some sort of ratio that's happening. And immediately I said, Jordan, jacket's like off-centered. He's got like his bag just barely hanging off his shoulder, and he's coming in freezing, and he's just like bull in a china shop. Hey, what's up? And he walks right past. Best believe, I see him. I start getting all of my paperwork, all of the paperwork that he has been just completely refusing to answer me on, has been completely refusing to respond to any emails. I start printing things out. I put together a whole folder, girl. I'm done within 10 minutes. He should be more than unpacked and settled into his office by now. Yeah. Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Nikki. Can I email you this, and then you just print it out for me, bind it, put it together? Not looking at me. Not one time. I extend out my hand. I give him no choice. I like, my hand is hovering over his desk, and I'm just like, because this is what you do. Human, okay? So, and he finally looks up, and this man scoffs. Jordan, actually had a few things that I wanted to go over with you. Up and down. He leans back in his chair. Sure. Why not? I'm here. Let's do it. I sent this to you about 3 weeks ago. Still haven't gotten a signature on it. I haven't been able to send it out. Got to send it out certified mail by the end of the month. Do you want to go ahead and sign that for me? I have so much to do. Do you guys know how busy attorneys are? Do you know how much reading there is? Oh, girl, I had so much to do. I don't have time for this. Bourbon. It's morning hours. It's like a Tuesday. Pouring himself a drink, and he's just eyeing me. Are you a paralegal, or did you just get out of high school, or like, what's your situation? I got this position because I'm qualified, and I need all of these things to be looked at before the end of the month. I'll be more than happy to send over my resume to you. Peruse that at your own convenience. Girl, he's looking at me. Do you want just to go through it now, and then you can sign them now, or would you like, maybe until after lunch and I can grab them. I'll sign them now. You just sit right there. I'll sign them now. And he's saying these things thinking it's so funny. Everything's signed and I leave. And that was my first impression of Jordan. And he was giving very much Jordan. You know what I mean? Like just very cockiness through the roof. Arrogance, a lot of that, thinking that everything is cute, everything is funny, just girl, the way that he would walk around the office and like when he wasn't going to meetings or nothing, he would like take off his tie and unbutton his shirt. He brought slippers. He brought slippers in the office. He's walking around the office in slippers. They cussed a lot. We cussed at each other a lot. Everybody cursed. Everybody was cussing. We were just cussing and fussing up at that office. And I'd be like, Jordan, get your ass to this office right now. Like, I don't know how many times I have to tell you that we have this meeting by tomorrow. And like, we started having that type of rapport. I don't know what I would do if you weren't on my ass, Nikki. I would go into each one of their offices and take about an hour of my day to start like organizing their offices individually, coming up with filing systems, getting things over to the electronic side because a lot of them were holding on to dear life for hard copies. Late 30s, early 40s. So he's on the younger side. He starts becoming my biggest fan. Me wanting to, switch over to electronic signing, electronic signatures, girlfriend. You spend so much time with your coworkers. You spend about as much time with your coworkers, if not more, than you do with your own family. And that's the sad reality of it, And I did a lot of overtime at that job. So I got to know them very, very well. And all of them, except for two, were in relationships. One of which was, he was kind of a newer attorney. His name was Ryan. And I think he had just gotten out of a long-term relationship. He was newly single. And then, of course, Jordan was definitely single. He was divorced. He had been divorced for almost 10 years or something from his high school sweetheart. They had one daughter. And ever since, he's been Mr. Bachelor, okay? We had these sessions, they're like huddle sessions, and we would lock ourselves in the conference room and go through all of this paperwork, girl, like one exhibit after another. And it was like lock-in time, right? Jordan would fucking leave. He would literally, it was like clockwork. I don't know why, every single time. And it would get to the point where I was like, you're not leaving tonight. Like, you're straight up not leaving tonight. We're going to get this done. So fast forward, one day comes around and we have this huge client and they want to get these rights. Like, they were doing soil rights and they want to get this passed so that they can go ahead and start digging. And it's a big multi-million-dollar situation and we just don't have the time. Okay. So we're going to be doing a lock-in sesh to go over everything that we need to go over. And Jordan is, of course, invited, all right, to have more eyeballs on the situation. We're gonna find out because I'm tired of repeating myself. And like when he would be gone, then I would spend majority of my time catching his ass up on shit that he should have been here for before. And I'm tired of telling him, and he and I are home skillet biscuits. Where are you going? So he wouldn't tell me. He started lying to everybody. I knew it was a lie. They knew it was a lie. They think it's funny. I don't. Like, you're messing with my good streak here. And if you think that I'm going to be embarrassed in front of these other assistants, you got me messed up. And he would like kind of get fidgety right before he was going to come up with a lame ass excuse to leave. And he like gave a telltale sign and I started recognizing it as a pattern. I'm a pattern seer. I'm just going to go to the restroom real fast. I'll be right back. Just keep going. I'll catch up. Don't even worry about it. I get up. I go to the bathroom. The bathroom, we're in our own suite. The bathroom's in the hallway, in the main hallway. Next hallway down is the elevator chamber, okay? And you can hear everything in the bathroom. Anyways, girl, I'm standing there and I wait. Our doors are magnetic, and they're like very, very loud. So every single time somebody comes in and out of these suites, it's very loud, okay? Not even 5 minutes, not even 2 minutes. After I got into that bathroom, I hear a big ass like slam of a door. And it sounds like it's coming from our suite down, in that same direction. And I wait and I hear footsteps. I hear them and I hear them pass the bathroom and I hear the little ding of the elevator coming and whatever. So I come out. Okay, this is very, very important. Okay, what are you missing such an important meeting for? I guess we playing PI today. I guess. I don't care. I'm young. I'm frustrated. I have anger issues. I feel like he's messing with my time. I'm following him. I am. And everything was like walking distance. So I was like, he can't be going far because he always comes back. He goes to a 7-Eleven. I look crazy. I'm looking through the windows and then like ducking down. He goes in there. He buys him some scratch-off lottery tickets. I follow him some more. He goes down to a little bistro, a bistro. He goes to the hostess. He gets sat outside. I didn't know, like, he was going out there just having himself a good old lunch. It didn't matter what was going on in the office. He was going to have himself a good old meal. And, you know, outside with the fresh air. He for real is missing this meeting. Girl, I'm going to leave. And I hear this woman's voice, and she's blonde and she's hella tall, and I just hear, "Hey, you," and she reaches across the little barrier and she touches Jordan, and he lights up like a Christmas tree, girl. Blonde bombshell goes to the front, comes around, sits at the table with him. This man is having a date. Just his body language, everything. This was a different side of Jordan. I had never seen this side of Jordan. I was like, immediately, I love love. I love love. I don't know. I completely melted at the prospect of my home skillet that he's crazy. He's a Jordan. And he really thinks he got away with it. How much did I miss? Somebody catch me up. Nikki, catch me up. And I did, with a smile. You know how you could tell when a woman's hands have been in it? You know, it's kind of like when you walk into his apartment and you can tell whether or not a woman's touch is in there. It's the same thing with him as a person. Personified when he's walking around, you could tell when a man has a woman because of the way he's dressed and the way he starts carrying himself, and something was different. You got a woman in your life, home skillet, and I don't know, he's coming clean shaven, fresh haircut, smelling nice, pea coats. This is a whole different, now he's showing up on time to meetings. What? He's not drinking as much. He literally said no to Ryan asking him if he wanted a drink, and he was like, "No, not right now. Like, I have something to do." And everybody was like, "Wow, pues wow." Like, he said no. Like, he's growing up. Aww. And everybody was so happy. Fast forward, okay? We used to have a lot of, like, every Friday or so, we would have a large lunch. Oh, they were so generous, girl. And they would take me to the nicest restaurants. And the Red Lion, they took me to like nice seafood restaurants. It was always BD's Mongolian Grill. Girlfriend. One day we go and it's like a family. We got so close, you know, because it's such a small office. We got so close, and we ended up going to this Asian restaurant that was down the street. We'd been wanting to try it. It just opened up. I was really, really excited about it. He starts straightening, you know, his jacket and, you know, like really trying to like look put together, and we're like, okay. And he's like, hey, over here. And Miss Bombshell has entered the building, girlfriend. This is a meet my girlfriend moment. Girl, she comes in and she's so pleasant. We're gonna name her Linda. Had these bright green eyes, and she had a good fashion, girlfriend. And she comes in, huge white smile, and she just exuded luxury, girl. Like, I liked her immediately. I liked her. Gives Jordan a kiss. Girl, all of us are like, she gives Jordan a kiss, and we're like, oh, you know. And she's like, "Hi, I'm so sorry, I'm late, I'm so sorry." And she turns around and he does the introduction. Don't make it weird, okay? Don't make it weird. "Linda, this is everybody, this is Linda." My loud ass, I'm like, "Hi, I'm Nikki." I don't know how you put up with him, but like, she joins our table and we have such a good time. Girl, we don't even go back to work that day. There may or may not have been drinks flowing, but oh man, it was so much fun, and I liked Linda. Everybody liked Linda. She was an outdoors person. She did yoga up at Red Rocks. You know, she was just a very lively person, and she was so smitten with Jordan. The whole time she's talking, she like is one of those that like has her hand on him the whole time, you know, rubbing his back or putting her hand on his neck, or, you know, just kind of tapping his shoulder while she's telling stories. I see all of these things. I'm very much about body language, and I love love, and I just love seeing people obsessed with their person. This happens like within the first 6 months of me working with these attorneys. Linda is introduced, and Linda and Jordan are a thing. Work is great. I really just have like a family bond with everybody. You know how like you're real comfy in your position. You don't have no qualms or no beef with anybody in your job. Like, that's the thing about close-knit offices that may be on smaller scale. That's one of the perks of it, is that you feel like family, for real. Shortly, I find out that Linda's in marketing and her office is not too far. So a lot of time I start seeing more and more of her, and she would come, you know, because we worked late hours, and she would come to the office and she would just sit with Jordan and she would do her own work and she would just chill in our office. She started becoming like it became a normal occurrence that Linda was coming. She would bring beers for the guys. She would bring snacks for the office. She would bring them special scotch. She helped me decorate the office for the holidays. Like, she became like a staple in the office, even though she didn't work there. And Jordan started, literally at this point in time, Jordan's coming to the office every single day. Kumbaya, everything's all good, but you already know nothing can ever stay that way. It just can't. I don't know what it is. So he decides that he's gonna buy himself a new car, and it's like a little sports car. I don't remember exactly the make and model, but it was a red sports car. Team building comes up. The only place I had ever been with my attorneys was restaurants and like bars, you know, like those were the only two places. Girl, why? You guys should go go-karting. Yes, go-karting, all of you, including my 50, 60-year-old coworkers that are like, meh. I'm excited. I'm hella excited. Setting the phones up to forward them, and you know, everybody's just kind of tying up a few loose ends, and then we're all gonna leave together. So that's exactly what happens when we go out to our parking garage together, and we essentially just follow each other out. And I loved racing. I'm like, I was obsessed with Tokyo Drift. Okay, I was my brother raced when I was a kid, and ever since then, I just like, girl, I loved racing. We're on the highway, and I'm keeping up with Jordan. We're racing down the highway, girl, and our coworkers are like, oh fuck, and like, I'm sure they thought we were crazy. And you know, he did win. He won. And you know, we get to Unser Racing, and we get out of the car, and he's like, you're crazy. Go inside. We get everybody signed in, and we have to go. We have to sign these waivers and everything. And then after that, get ready for it's like a training where they teach you, you know, just the basics of driving the go-karts. Anyways, girl, we're all in this front area, and they have like different iPads that you're basically signing your life away. I invited a friend. Do you guys mind? I hope you guys don't mind. I said that you guys were all cool. Y'all gonna be cool, right? You're funny. The way he was saying it immediately, like that's a joke. Linda in the house. Linda in the house. That's not Linda in the house. Hold the fuck is that? Hold the fuck is that? Random. Never seen this woman a day in my life. I don't even know if I got, girl. She's younger than me, bro. Like, she's younger than me. Who is this? Where's Linda? What is happening? I'm calling the police. End up going into this smaller room, and we start this process of learning, and there's like this video that we have to watch, and the whole time, everybody is staring at Jordan and Sabrina. Arm around her, very touchy-feely, whispering, Gaga. What? I should have known better. I should have known better. Do not have faith in a Jordan. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. My name is Jordan. My man's name is Jordan, and he is the best thing on it. I'm sorry. This is just my own personal experience, because I'm a girl's girl. I love my home skillet biscuits, girl. You're not about to do my girl like that. I don't care who I knew first. I don't care. I love Linda. What do you mean? So I did. I was a little cold shoulder. I gave him a little of the iceberg cold shoulder. Because what you mean? Bye. See you at the office. Jordan and Linda had split, and you know, they were like trying to work things out, but Jordan just isn't coming to the office right now. Gossip, girl. The grapevine in the office, very fast. Whatever is gonna happen, like all your business will like lightning fast, okay? Jordan was cheating. Hella puto, you hear me? That was his little side piece. And I don't know why dudes be fumbling the smartest, baddest women. Like, what do you mean? And this girl was going to Metro. There ain't nothing wrong with Metro. But, what? Over this woman who's established and has a career, and like she's intelligent and funny and witty and all of the things. Why do y'all do that? Moral of the story, don't mess with the Jordan. Don't fall for it. Do not. They're charismatic most of the time. They're charming most of the time. And they're messy all the time. But you guys let me know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you could school me. But without further ado, that is it for today's story time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for coming to chill with me. Don't forget to head over to my homies over at Raycon for your essential open earbud. I love you so much, but God loves you infinitely more. And I will see your fine self in my next video. Peace out.